You know, we have this expression in Romania. It's called pushing the old lady down the stairs and asking her why is she in a rush. This is literally what Kotaku is doing here. Apparently, they are the ones that were trying to push for a boycott on Final Fantasy. The reasoning is that there are a couple of unhinged individuals on Twitter that believe that Final Fantasy was problematic because it lacks diversity. Right, so the people from Japan decided to make a story that takes place in the fictional Europe, and they had the audacity not to include the Americans. They didn't include the people from California, and the people from California are outraged. They have been slighted. Their power has been questioned. Also by Capcom recently for adding back the sexy costume of Cammy, you know, and they don't like this. Like, the journalist is a prestigious member of our community, the leader of the gamers. And when they are being slighted, they start to release articles like this. Look at this shit. Look at it. Final Fantasy's gay romance failed to commit where it counts. So this journalist was a gay romance connoisseur, an expert in homosexuality, and the story from Final Fantasy does not fulfill his needs. I would like to point out that it's interesting. If I say I want some beautiful women in video games and I'm willing to pay $90, it's literally the same people. Literally the same people that start foaming at the mouth and go like, how dare you? Oh, you want porn? Oh, go watch Pornhub. It's interesting that when Kotaku says something like this, it's like, oh, they want gay romance. And right, like, no one that I know, no one tells Kotaku, well, if you want gay romance, go watch Pornhub. But in all reality, you know, I definitely think that sexuality should exist in video games. It's not like if I say, oh, if you want violence in the video game, go to Ukraine. Aren't these like some really big brain thoughts that people are having? Eh? They sound so intellectual when they say that. It's astonishing. I wonder if they literally look in the mirror when they say these arguments and they think highly of them. Look at this shit. Not even Final Fantasy developers could follow the game's confusing story. Oh my god. A video game confused the Kotaku writer? Oh, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. I refuse to believe it. Kotaku writers are the most intelligent people on planet Earth. Like, you cannot find someone more intelligent than a Kotaku writer. You know, like, when you take an IQ test, you know, like, a certain number gets, like, a normal, and then genius level, super genius, and then Kotaku writer. Finally, look at this shit. Final Fantasy's Jill should be more than pretty. Right. So, notice, like, how it works with sexuality, right? Like, if you want a pretty female character in the game, it's unacceptable. You know, if you want pretty women, you can go to OnlyFans, you can go to Twitch, you can go to Draken Story Hour, the prestigious furry community is there to help you. But video games are too sacred, they are too important, they are guarded at the bosom of Kotaku. Square Enix Heroine embodies an age-old issue developers have with women in video games. No, I think it embodies an age-old issue that journalists have with video games, period. Right? Like, this is what you're against, and this is why you're for. In my opinion, you should have the same stance on both. Like, you should not be able to say, okay, well, that's fine, but this isn't, or to say this is fine, but that isn't. It should be consistent. But, of course, it's not going to be. My god. How long until Kotaku goes bankrupt? I'm really curious. Like, so far I can stay disinterested longer than they can stay solvent. But it's interesting just to see how much they pushed and pushed and pushed trying to ruin this video game. And nothing happened. Which is a sign to developers that maybe you should stop listening to these gatekeepers. They do not speak for the gaming community. No one from the gaming community even cares what they have to say. So like, why? I mean, look at this, man. Look at this. All right, this is a prestigious publication, allegedly. 20 retweets, 64 likes. Dude, I can post my testicles on Twitter and it will get at least 100 likes. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? How can you be this so no one, like you generate no traffic? Look at this shit, 48,000 views. You're a multi-million-dollar corporation and you generate 48,000 views on Twitter? I mean, come on. Who reads this shit? No one cares, right? So if you're a game developer, do not think that these people speak for anyone. Like if the gaming company itself makes an ad and puts it on whatever platform, it will get more than 377,000 views. And most of them don't even agree. Like look at this fucking ratio. Like, look at these analytics, right? You get, like, the 377,000 and only 162 likes. Like, this is ratio to high heaven. No one agrees with Kotaku on anything. They do not speak for gamers. They do not speak for developers. I do not even know for whom they speak. They probably don't even speak for themselves. Would it be surprising if they're going to be replaced by AI soon? Let me see what people are saying in the comments. Are you criticizing the clickbait titles? Kotaku aren't the only ones criticizing the plot. Okay, look. Even if the plot is worthy of criticism. When you talk about this shit... Sorry. When you talk about this shit, right? And then in another article you're doing this. Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up. And secondly... Yeah, if you're going to put clickbait titles, I am going to criticize the clickbait titles. Literally. But trust me, I did read the articles. They're just as bad. Okay? But the very fact that they have to resort to clickbait. Like, I'm a YouTuber. You know, if I wanted to resort to clickbait, I could. No one would stop me. But I view it as a low form of tricking your viewers. It's kind of like being a con artist. It's like when you have nothing productive to say, you resort to clickbaiting. By the way, clickbaiting also used to be putting some tits in the thumbnail, but of course Kotaku can't even do that, right? Like, it used to be an effective form of clickbaiting, by the way. Back in the beginning of YouTube, they stopped allowing that. But there were so many YouTubers that had, like, only boobies in the thumbnail, because it works. Like, people would click on it. Oh my god, sex sells. Oh, maybe this is why. Maybe this is why Jill has to look cute, you know? Because if the story is shit, Kotaku, like, look, follow the business. Look how it works. If the story is bad, as you claim, I haven't played this game, but like if the story is that awful, then maybe putting a pretty woman on the box is enough to sell. It is what it is, you know. Again, to me, it's very disappointing that there is a war on sexuality driven by the left, which is what convinced me to make my video game. Out of spite. You know, like, seriously, like, I wanted to make a normal video game. I just wanted to make, like, a horror video game, but out of fucking spite, I decided to make what I'm making. Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.